Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the room by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Nevada ripped off a huge chunk on the ground, and now they'll try to keep it going. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. Smashes ahead. He gets it to the 31-yard line. Big play for this offense. The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff to the single back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Snags it quickly on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and...
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Meyer. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fresno State right back to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before... Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. Direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow.
Back's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead, they take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Fresno State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Taylor wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Pulls it in. It's McGee. And tackled there by the defense.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Caught at the 25. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This Nevada offense really has it going. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look, they're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The
really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
The lone back's got it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Nevada going quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. Rush is on him. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Wants to pass. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And obviously, you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Running into the open space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Fresno State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. With the run on 1st and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's got it on the run. And that is how we will wrap this one up. All business.